Come to our final question, and because of time, 60-second answers, please. One of the biggest challenges facing the next mayor will be our relationship with the state. Why do you think you're the best candidate to repair political strains with the Republican supermajority? We'll begin with Jim Gingrich.
So it is certainly really frustrating that we got a bunch of folks playing political games rather than worrying about what's best for the people they serve, be it the city of Nashville or the state. We're all going to talk about the fact that we have great relationships, or that we're going to build relationships with the legislature and the governor. But I do think a more strategic approach is needed. You know, we talked earlier about transit. The only way we're going to have a regional transit plan if we have a mayor that invests a significant amount of time to build the relationships with our neighboring counties, our neighboring mayors, because we also share a lot of other things as well. We're all part of the same economic ecosystem, a system that accounted for 50% of the economic growth of the state in the last 10 years. We also share so many issues with the cities across the state. Affordable housing, education, and the like. If you're in Cookeville, you have an affordable housing issue. If you're in Dixon or you're in Chattanooga. And we need to be the convener that brings that group together and start having conversations with the legislature about statewide issues.
Hard reset. We need to start with a hard reset. People who have voted against the Republican National Convention voted against the people's interests for jobs. That should have not happened. We need to stop petty politics and start putting people first. We are more alike than we are different. We bleed the same way. We must get to the table and talk. We must come to a consensus of things that's going to benefit you, the people. The biggest challenge is going to be, in addition, to continue to make sure that Nashville is a welcoming city. This city should be for anyone that wants to come here and thrive and raise their children, whether you're black, white, tall, short, American, wanting to be an American, gay or straight. This should be a welcoming city. That is the pride of Nashville. And guess what? It's Pride Month. But that is the joy of Nashville. And we must get back to that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Freddie O'Connor.
Anybody up here who tells you that they have the secret sauce is bad at it or lying, because it has never been as bad as it was this session. And so now we figure out where we go from here. And I can't tell you that I have it figured out, but I can tell you what I'm going to do and what my experience has been. As a former board member of Cumberland Region Tomorrow, a regional nonprofit that brings together cities and counties, and former Nashville MTA board member that did a lot of that same work as we built out regional coordination, I know that our 10-county region can stand strong together, just like we can stand with our other major cities in Tennessee. I can tell you I'm proud of a bipartisan base of support that has supported me in every election I've run in. And we'll take a lot of the support we've gotten right onto Capitol Hill so that we know that we're having the right conversations with the right people. But fundamentally, the mayor will invest in us. And that is one of the best tools we have against state overreach, is strategic use of public dollars to invest in ourselves.
Thank you. Alice Rowley.
The relationship with the state is one of the main reasons that I, as a lifelong Nashvilleian, got into this race. The highest point in Nashville-Davidson County is named for my great-grandfather, Ganya Ridge at Radnor Lake. And that's a state park. It's not a city park, and most residents don't care that it's a state park. They care that they have a park instead of 300 homes in that beautiful area. I think to reset the relationship with the state takes electing a kind of a person who has always operated with the concept that you can love Nashville and love Tennessee. I'm the only person on this stage who's gone to meet with the head of the 70 County Mayors Caucus and multiple regional mayors who are supporting my candidacy because they need to see Nashville succeed. We are not an island. We are part of a family, and we've got to get back to solving problems for the families that live here and put politics and partisan labels aside.
Matt Walsh.
So I've got a proven track record. A proven track record of adding jobs for Nashvillians, a proven track record of adding affordable housing that is actually attainable for folks who work here. And I've got a proven track record of building relationships with the state. I did it when I was in ECD, working with then Commissioner, now U.S. Senator Hagerty, and with Commissioner Boyd, and I've done it when I was at MDHA working with Ralph Perry and the great folks at THDA. So I have a track record of having built relationships. But importantly, I will also work with the rest of the folks in Nashville because we are in this together. The business community can work with the folks at the state legislature. Activists who are speaking the truth about what's really happening here. We're all in this together. And the mayor has a responsibility to lead this coalition, and I will do that. But I need the help from all of you and those folks around the state who want to see us be successful.
Thank you. Sharon
So
Hurd.
I think it's going to take communication, understanding and being understood. It's going to also take challenge because they have done overreach when it comes to our city. It's part of a hypocrisy move that they're making, tell the federal government that they can't come in and do what the state does, and now they're trying to tell us what to do. I think it's going to take charm, and I have that charm, and I also have the bravado to do it. And not only that, if I talked to the governor, he said that he's willing to talk to anybody, and I told him I talked to him too, but not today because my feet were hurting with those shoes I had on. So I got to schedule something a little bit later. And if I can't talk to him or his other male colleagues, I'll just talk to their wives because these two I got already in fact.
Thank you. Jeff Yarborough.
The job of the next mayor is too hard and too important for someone to be learning this part on the job. And with all due respect to my colleagues here, no one in this race can match the depth or breadth of experience I have working with the state and getting things done for the city. I have personally worked with and negotiated with the last two governors on passing infrastructure investments that did good work for Nashville. I have stood up to legislative overreach and won. We're going to have a runoff in this election because I scuttled the proposal that was going to eliminate it. We're going to vote on 40 council people this fall instead of 20 because I worked with Metro Legal every day to make sure that that was going to be possible to happen. And when this city has needed someone to fight on its priorities from affordable housing to transit to public schools to cleaning up downtown, I've been the one who's been doing that work, bridging divisions, building coalitions, and getting it done. I'm Jeff Yarborough, and I want to ask for your vote.
Thank you. Heidi Campbell.
I believe that Nashville needs a mom in the mayor's office. The men in this race keep telling us that we need a CEO. I'm a Vanderbilt MBA, a businesswoman, a former mayor, and a state senator, and I can tell you that that is not what we need. We do not need a person who's focused on maximizing shareholder value on the backs of Nashvillians. When my kids are sick, I will do anything that I can to get them better. And when a development was threatening to destroy my neighborhood, I stopped it and I ran for mayor. And when I saw politicians abusing their power at the state assembly, I flipped the first state senate seat we flipped in over 25 years to shift the balance. This is what moms do. They find a way. And when our city's under attack, our daughters' rights, LGBTQ families, black and brown brothers and sisters, and their rights are being taken away, and our kids are being shot, and 20,000 of our neighbors are unhoused, I find a way. Nashville doesn't need a CEO. Nashville needs a leader, a communicator, a protector, and a defender. Nashville needs a mom.
Thank you all very much for taking part tonight. Thank you to Belmont.